The truth will set you free, with Hector Melo.
The existence of intelligent extraterrestrial life is actually outstanding, but knowing that some of them were actual giants is almost incredible. Today we're going to study some of the most famous giant aliens. Stay tuned. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to The Truth Will Set You Free. Once you do that, now we are ready to proceed. The Norse legends include the accounts of giant gods. Now we read about the first one, Frost of Niflheim, and billowing flames of dry Muspelheim were put one next to the other until they met in Ginnungagap. The fire melted the ice and the drops formed Ymir, the first giant god. Ymir is a hermaphrodite and he can reproduce asexually. When he is sweated, more giants are born. Next, we show an ancient text, the Mayan Quiché Popol, the Book of the Council. This ancient Quiché Mayan text tells the following: the production of life, of existence, in the darkness, at night, by the spirits of the sky, called giant teachers, master teachers. Giant lightning, teacher, master teacher, is the first. The previous text referred to more giant extraterrestrial misinterpreted as divine entities. Next, we travel to another ancient text. This time is the Babylonian Enuma Elish. In the tablet first recounts the birth of Marduk as follows. His figure was lovely and superior in comparison with the gods. His limbs were surpassing. His nature was superior. Mariutu, the sun god, the sun god of the gods. He was clothed with the aura of 10 gods. So exalted was his strength. Remember that most of the content discussed on the Truth Will Set You Free channel are material taken from the book What Really Happened by Hector Melo. The same can be found by clicking on Hector Melo's book icon at the home page of this channel, or by clicking on the link found on the description of this video. What Really Happened recounts the secret history of humanity and reveals the true identity of the gods of antiquity. You may also find other books being written by this author, including his Anunnaki saga, Anunnaki the Creation, Anunnaki War of Gods, and Anunnaki the Rebellion. For these and more, please visit www.lulu.com. More than the Bible. We read chapter 7. And they took wives for themselves, and everyone chose for himself one each. And they began to go into them and were promiscuous with them. And they taught them charms and spells. And they showed them the cutting of fruits and trees. And they became pregnant and bore large giants. And their height was 3,000 cubits, else approximately 450 feet tall. This devoured all the toil of man, until men were unable to sustain them, and the giants turned against them in order to devour men. And they began to sin against birds, and against animals, and against reptiles, and against fish, and they devoured another's flesh, and drank the blood from it. Then the earth complained about the loveless one. Incredible! The previous text is explicit, with some details regarding those giant aliens. This carving found in Egypt shows larger beings in comparison with the rest among them. Those were indeed giants. Also, it's quite curious how these aliens are seen getting hit by an energetic radiation being emitted by an alien spacecraft. Many times we had wondered why those pillars were so tall inside of the gods' temples. if this were constructed for humans, really has no sense. But for giant extraterrestrials, it's quite logical. It only requires taking a look at those. They are huge, perfect for large beings. If you are a fan of the ancient astronauts, the unknown and mystery, you will love to take a look at some cool stuff made for you. Just visit the official Hector Melo shop. You may find there items based on those characters that we love. The Anunnaki, the Alpha Centaurians, the Zeta Reticulans, the Pleiadians, the Orions, the Olympians, the Shivarus, and more. Please visit www.cafepress.com/shop/Hector Melo. Cool t-shirts, mugs, apparel, and more. www.cafepress.com/shop/Hector Melo. Pay close attention to the huge size this creature has in comparison with the rest of the characters. For sure, the rest are normal humans, probably were priests. Next, we show a painting from Francisco Goya, the same depicting Saturn eating one of his sons. Saturn was a titan, so it is way bigger than a god. These are inclusive, more taller than the rest. According to the legends, this way no one takes the ring from him and keeps being the king of the gods by eating his sons. This picture shows another comparison between the patriarchal skulls and a normal human. This time is the jaw. Look at how big it looks with an early human jaw above for comparison sizes. This jaw was definitely not from a human. Remember, subscribe to this channel, hit that button. Now we can continue. The following picture shows one of the artifacts from Father Crespi collection. This is a crown that belongs to a huge giant. Just look at how big this artifact is. It is almost a feet wide. Back to ancient Mesopotamia, this time we are showing a stele depicting the Sumerian king Gilgamesh. Even if you don't believe it, the creature he's holding is not a cat, but a huge lion. You can get an idea how big this character was. For sure, another historical Nephilim. Next, we're displaying three patriarchal skulls. Pay close attention to the eye holes. They are way more larger than a common human. These creatures were taller than an ancient man, indeed. Remember to follow us on our social media: XCOM, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and Discord. Don't forget to follow. Now we show you the famous Norman Polit. This is depicting an Egyptian alien god. Look at his stature in comparison with the rest of the people walking before him. This is definitely a giant extraterrestrial. We travel back to Mesoamerica. This painting depicts the Kinametsin, giants of Aztec mythology. Pay close attention to the story being told with this art, since this is very alike to the main story of the giant and the 400 young men that were carrying a huge tree for building their house. One of the most ancient Egyptian monuments that shows more evidence concerning these extraterrestrial giants is located inside Rekhmire tomb in Luxor, Egypt. Inside, many glyphs depict those enormous beings. The walls of Rekhmire tomb are covered with glyphs that show huge giants along normal early humans. The following picture belongs to such walls. This one shows a humanoid giant next to a giraffe. Look at how tall this being is, almost as high as a giraffe. This Nephilim served well building monuments. Hi, this is Hector. If you really want to help us to make this channel to grow, you may consider making a donation to the Truth Will Set You Free PayPal account, which is hmelo25@yahoo.com. Thank you. We really appreciate your contribution. Next, another wall from Herchmeyer tomb. This glyph and engravings show some giants building obelisks. All those giants are workers for sure. Maybe that was their task. Next, we are going to see these same obelisks already built. This is one of the obelisks the giants in the previous picture were seen building. Take a look how big this is. See some people around for size comparison? Now you can appreciate both images for the rational comparison. It seems that many giant extraterrestrials helped to build many monuments from the past for sure. Next, see both a giant and a human for comparison, using the same obelisk as a size reference. Giants and aliens came to Earth. This is a clear evidence. More giants from Norse mythology. These are from Lawrence Florich that picked the attack on Ymir, the first alien god from that legends. Many ancient texts and also ancient arts match perfectly with the fact that Earth has received from the beginning ancient giant extraterrestrials, and now we can prove it. Please comment below. Thanks for watching The Truth Will Set You Free. See you next time.